What is up, everyone? New Darksiders Genesis trailer dubbed Not Alone hit last night, and what eye candy it is. I just wanted to point out some details and share my thoughts, give you a play-by-play and overall analysis. With that being said, here we go. First, I want to point out and give major credit to the CG artists at work here. The ladies and gentlemen over there at Airship Syndicate really show their stuff. Awesome new logo too, by the way. This trailer seems to be the complete version of the teaser trailer we received earlier this year, with more defined features such as detailed shadows, slightly different animations, and new characters. The overall visual looks much more refined this time. Also, with the long cuts, you really have an opportunity to soak it all in. Right out the gate, we see the door that Strife opens is the same door design we see in Darksiders 2, with the skull stacks lighting up as death approaches them. It lets you know that Strife is definitely somewhere in the underworld. I appreciate the details that Airship Syndicate put into this, making these scenes feel like a continuation of the other games in the franchise, only solidifying more the design concepts of Darksiders. As the scene flashes back from Strife to Malgros the Defiler, you see minor detail changes in Strife's garb, small things like lighting and a different flow to his scarf. We get to see new characters added also, this one obviously female. My initial reaction to this was I thought she could be Malgros' sex toy. You know how it is in hell, all fucked up. It reminds me of some gangster movie where the boss has his ladies around him and then the hero or the main character walks in to talk business and the boss man's like, "Get out of here, girls." That's what it reminded me of. I'm really digging these long shots. It gives you the ability to eyeball the subtle nuances. They did a good job of crafting their world, and the great CG allows you to take in every detail. Like Strife's boots being flexible at his ankles, or on Malgros, the inside horns on the outside heads are shorter so that his middle head can turn without bumping into the other horns. Or depending on your perspective, clipping from a graphical standpoint. Either way, you can see the care that they took creating this character. The horns have the same ridge patterns as other horned enemies in the franchise, again making this a fluid design transition from game to game. We see Malgros is holding an angel captive, with great lighting from the wings. Same cage design as the other games also. This adds more of the twisted rule that is hell. Malgros has a sex toy and a torture toy with an audience. Kinda gets me thinking that Strife may have just crashed a party, which adds even more style to Strife's character. Very much reminds me of Dante from Devil May Cry. The voice acting is great. I still don't know who's playing Strife. I really like the dialogue also. How Malgros mentions Fury, and also he says horse man, implying there's only one of him. And I just love how this trailer is named Not Alone. It's kind of the series tagline, give or take, first heard at the end of Darksiders 1 when War claims he will not wage this war alone.
You will be hunted. The White City for certain. The Council, and there will be others. You would wage this war alone?
No. Not alone.
Oh, that scene gets me every time. You can also note that this time around, Malgros' heads are each their own identity, unlike the teaser trailer. As the scene gives you the different angles, you see there are more angels caged up, dead in this case. You get a good look at all the lower ranked demons, and I like how they show the variety of creatures. A horseman, angels, multiple demon types, and a boss demon. They just give you Darksiders straight out of the bottle. When Malgros leans forward, I got such a cinematic feeling, I guess is the best way I could describe it. Strife putting his hands on his hips, almost trying to ignore the taunt, and shooting a glare at the lesser fiends. Notice how Strife isn't intimidated when Malgros gets closer. It's only when gravity draws Malgros' spit out. It's the spit that makes Strife draw back. Which to me is fucking hilarious, and hearing Malgros threaten Strife's horse is a nice touch, seeing that the horsemen adore their horses. Now, watching this the first time, I didn't expect it to give me the feeling it did. The quick draw shots leading to the song Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater gave me the biggest shit-eating grin I've had in a while. Strife finishing the count and blowing both heads off is once again adding to his style and attitude. I think regardless of the previous versions of Strife, this will be his definitive attitude, only complementing the Horsemen in my opinion. And Strife being teamed up with War, I can expect funny counter dialogue between the two. Okay, anyways, so as he blows off the head, they're oozing blood gloriously, and only to finish Malgros off with the no look. Then, cue the music. The song Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater is an interesting pick. It has relating ties to the devil, war, and a coming apocalypse. Vietnam veterans said they would listen to this before patrols to motivate themselves. To me, this song screams not only Darksiders, but the crew of Airship Syndicate. Watching all the interviews, you can maybe tell that the crew of Airship were just maybe a generation after this song, or close to it. Good old classic rock. At first, I was so captivated by Strife and Malgross that I had totally forgot that war was even involved. But when he crashed through the ceiling, that grin went ear to ear. I always do the Samael quote when war pops up in my real-world life.
You are war, rider of the red horse.
The demons even notice and hear the thunder before war breaks through the ceiling. Same type of entry he has in the first game, kneeling with his hand on his Chaos Eater, and always the heavy metal soundbite with his sword. I guess the mode of travel when entering different planes are always by barreling Fireball. I guess. They still keep the hooded shadow to emphasize his eyes and markings on his face, and I love how Strife dusts him off, show him that they have each other's back, a kind of brotherly gesture. And as the camera pulls out, we get more gameplay and a different song this time. More hard rock with drums and guitars. Unlike the teaser, we had a violin tune, which was super dope, which gets me even more excited about the soundtrack, of course. And ending it with a release date for PC and Google Stadia on December 5th, 2019, and for all other consoles 2 months later on February 14th, 2020. Now, I know that's unfortunate for us console players, but honestly, just get over it. I don't know the difference between PC or Google Stadia or what makes the difference. The official Darksiders Twitter said that they would rather delay it for consoles and have the product functioning properly than to release it at the same time and it be janky, I suppose. But either way, guys, you know, I'm loving the CG. Speaking of CG, I do gotta give credit where credit is due. Earlier on in the video, I said it was the boys and girls over there at Airship Syndicate who did this trailer. Well, Joe Magis tweeted that he worked with Digic Pictures for this trailer. They also did the Darksiders 1 trailer. So, just a FYI, throwing that out there. I love the CG trailers. I love CG in general, CG movies, CG this, CG that, or whatever. I watch a lot of people talk about CG videos and stuff, and I don't know, for this one it just really got me on the hook on how gorgeous it looked, and it is Darksiders, and that's kind of like my meat and potatoes here on this channel. So, but either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I am Machine Gun Mike. That is going to be it for my analysis on the Darksiders Genesis trailer, Not Alone.